Hi Ren,
Hello.
thanks for being with us today. You shined twice this year in the E-League Invitational and the Blast series in Miami. How did this victory boost the team mood so far in this year?
I don't think E-League was that big of a boost because it was a pretty small tournament. It was I think it was 4 teams only.
Yeah, it's like an 8-year tournament.
Yeah, it
in
was.
the new ranking system.
It was just like a fun tournament to win. We got a little bit of a confidence boost, but we knew we hadn't beat anyone really good, so it wasn't that big. Regarding Blast, I felt like we were finally getting into how we wanted to play again. But then again, we were still missing an EU leader at the same time, so we knew we were gonna have to change eventually. I don't know. It was kind of weird victories in a way.
As a Norwegian, did you ever think about building a structure in your country to export more Norwegian players to the European scene?
A team? If I
Yeah,
want,
that's
yeah. Like my plan is not right now, of course. I want to stay in FaZe and be international, but
It takes a
eventually.
lot of time to practice every day, I think, to
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
level.
I still play. I probably travel and play more now than even if I join a Norwegian team. But eventually, I want to go back home to Norway and start a team like Alu have in Ens and try to find the young talents and try to build something.
Great. During your career, which tournaments were the best experience as a player point of view?
Which moment?
Which tournaments?
Which tournament? Probably the first victory I had at Star Series when we beat Australis after losing to them in Katowice 2016 or 2017 when they beat us in Katowice and then we played them in Star Series a month after and we beat them. It's probably the best feeling I've had in CS so far.
Perfect. How do you consider Nuke and Dust 2 on your map pool with your current roster?
I think our Dust 2 is pretty good, but I also think we can play even versus everybody else. But I think it's pretty good at the same time. It's kind of a weird map in our pool right now. I think it's a map we can pick against anyone, but it can also be close versus anyone.
Yeah.
So, and Nuke, I think we need a little bit more playtime on it. We lost it versus Ens, I think twice now. But we also beat some teams on it. So I think it can be in our map pool, a strong map in our pool eventually.
All right. How well is Neo integrated to the team right now?
He's integrating really well. He's a nice, calm, friendly guy, and he fits well into the group. Wants to hang out with everybody all the time, and it's a great guy to have around all the time.
Good. What is your recipe to have an efficient ADR and impact on some matches?
Just have some confidence. If you start losing confidence, you're not gonna become or be a good and stable player, no matter what. So I think that's like the biggest factor into getting entry frags or having impact at all. So.
All right. Yesterday it was pretty tough for you for
Yeah.
FaZe against G2. Did you expect them to play this way on Train and Dust 2?
I mean, I think Train, we should have won if it wasn't for losing all these ecos. But on Dust 2, they surprised me a lot because we played them both online and we played them in Dallas on Dust 2, and they have changed the way of playing a little bit. That fucked with, I don't know if I can curse, but that messed with our minds and made it really hard for us to play against them.
Perfect. According to which team is going to win this tournament so far?
Mousesports are looking really good. I think they're a strong team. I think even G2, if Shocks and Kenyas brings that fire from the French crowd and rolls back a couple of years now, it's going to be really hard to play against them for anyone. Other than that, Liquid is probably the favorites, but maybe Mousesports or G2 will surprise this tournament, I think.
All right. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Wish you a good day.
Thank you.
A good next event. If you have any last word for the French fan.
Thank you to all the French fans we have that supports us. I know yesterday we played versus G2, but thank you for the guys who shared for us in the crowd anyways.